Hello guys, welcome back to Concrete Elbow. King of the Table 13 is happening on December 14th. If you want to watch it live, make sure you buy the pay-per-view. Links in the description below. So recently I just watched Brian's new video of Devon teaching him the variations of foot and leg positioning in arm wrestling. Now, I've been saying that currently I think Brian doesn't move as good as Eddie on the table. There are a few reasons why I think that way, but one of them, which I want to talk about in this video, is the fact that when Brian's going for an offensive top roll, he's not utilizing his whole body weight, aka he's not dropping his whole body like Levan does. When Levan top rolls his opponents, of course he's always going to be able to go to his A side because he's just freaking strong. But the other thing that supports his ability of doing that is by utilizing his body weight by dropping it all the way below the table, to the point where his shoulder also goes under it, which is legal in professional arm wrestling because he's on his winning side. Now back to Brian, I haven't seen him do the same thing when he top rolls, which is a shame because I feel like that's one of the most important keys to understand for someone who's still new but really big like Brian. But on his latest video, I just realized what's preventing Brian from being able to do that, and that is exactly the fact that Brian is too big and tall. So as you can see here, even when Brian was standing on his knees, his shoulder was still above the table. So I feel like it's not that Brian doesn't know what he's supposed to do, because I'm sure at this point he does, but it's more like he hasn't found a way how to execute it properly yet. There are some top rollers who are pretty close to Brian's frame, for example like Devon and Vitaly, but keep in mind that both of them are 100 to 150 pounds lighter than Brian. So even though when they stand on his knees, their shoulders are also above the table, they still have more options than Brian. Because logically with less mass, they would be able to move easier and more freely on the table. The only other guy that I could think of right now who has a similar frame and size as Brian is Alex KOTT13. Now, Alex is still 50 pounds lighter than Brian, but he still goes below the table when he top rolls. Unfortunately, I can't really find any footage of how Alex positions his legs, but hopefully Brian can take some inspirations from these guys on what he's supposed to do.